room is still. Then the alarm cuts through the silence. 6 o'clock has arrived. The day's first decision is already waiting. The answer comes almost immediately. Instead of rising, he sinks back into the pillow, but the clock keeps moving. A hard cut. The quiet morning is replaced by hurried footsteps that has already moved ahead. The pace slows as he reaches the desk. His eyes fall on the phone before the computer. One small pause is all it takes for his attention to change direction. His thumb begins to scroll. The screen keeps changing while everything else remains still. The laptop waits beside him, untouched, as the minutes quietly disappear. He finally lowers the phone and looks around. Others remain focused on their work, watching the difference between movement and progress. He sits down and places both hands near the keyboard. The distractions are still there, but now the work is directly in front of him. The screen demands attention, yet the phone rises into view once again. His expression changes before anything else does. The unfinished work is exactly where he left it, quietly reminding him how the morning unfolded. He simply remains in front of the screen, letting the silence settle. Sometimes, the smallest pause becomes the moment that changes the direction of everything that follows. He sits in front of the work again. This time, running away no longer feels like an answer. For the first time today, he stops making excuses. He simply faces himself. Change never begins with action. It begins with an honest moment like this. The distractions are still there. The only question is, will he answer them again? Every choice leaves a mark, even the ones no one else can see. Sometimes you don't need another video. You just need a quiet moment to think. So he steps outside. A different place can create a different mindset. The world keeps moving. Maybe it's finally time he moves with it. Not every lesson comes from success. Sometimes it comes from the people we meet. He sits in silence, and for the first time today, his mind feels quiet. Change doesn't happen all at once. It begins with one small step, repeated every day. Every new habit feels uncomfortable at first. That's how you know you're leaving the old life behind. Real progress is quiet. Most people won't notice it until it becomes impossible to ignore. Day after day, the routine becomes a little easier. Not because life changed, because he did. Discipline is no longer a struggle. It's becoming part of who he is. The strongest investment was never money. It was the decision to keep improving himself. Every lesson adds something invisible. One day, those small changes become impossible to miss. Growth isn't measured by one big moment. It's built through countless ordinary days. The more he learns, the more confident each next step becomes. Looking back, nothing changed overnight. Every better day was built by the choice to keep going. Every new day offers another chance. The question is, what will you do with it? Small changes are easy to ignore, until one day they become your new normal. There will always be moments of doubt. Keep moving anyway. The world feels different when you finally begin connecting with it. Strength isn't built in one workout. It's built every time you refuse to quit. Confidence doesn't appear overnight. It grows through every step you keep taking. For the first time in a long time, he smiles without pretending. The journey becomes easier when you don't have to walk it alone. Looking back, the hardest days were never wasted. They were preparing him for this moment. The same room, a completely different person. The journey isn't over. But now, he finally believes he's capable of finishing it. Every step has led here, even the ones that once felt like mistakes. Growth rarely makes a sound, until one day, everyone can see it. The hardest battle was never against the world. It was always against himself. He didn't become perfect. He simply refused to become the person he used to be. Looking ahead no longer feels frightening. It feels like possibility. The future isn't waiting to be found. It's being built, one choice at a time. Every ordinary day became another brick. Together, they built a different life. Change was never one big moment. It was every small decision he chose to keep. This wasn't the end of his story. It was the beginning of the life he finally chose. Every mistake became a lesson. Every lesson made the next step a little easier. Success was never about perfection. It was about showing up every single day. There were difficult days, but giving up was no longer one of the options. The road still stretched ahead. This time, he was ready to keep walking. Dreams only become real when action follows every promise. Looking back, the answer had always been simple. Small choices repeated long enough. One habit became another, and slowly, a different life took shape. The person he wanted to become was built by the choices he made every day. The journey never really ends. There is always another step waiting. It was never about becoming someone else. It was about becoming the person he was always capable of being.